Hi everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. Before I get going on this, I just want to take a moment to reflect on everything that's happened. It's getting close to my 1 year anniversary. I still got about a month and a half to go before, by the airing of this video, till each 1 month. And I can't believe what has happened in the last year. I just am amazed from Alan talking me into doing this because I wasn't 100% sure, to reaching the point where I'm probably close to 250 videos by this point. Um, I'm amazed at everybody. It's been so great and so nice. And I've really gotten to see and learn so much about the active comic community out there. Before I did this, I was pretty much a loner. I went to shows by myself. I did everything by myself. I didn't really order books from places like My Comic Shop that often, although I did do it on occasion. Basically, I gave myself a chance to look for books locally, and if I didn't find it and I really wanted to, for example, finish a storyline or finish a run, then I'd do it. But having sent AOKs of my own to people and having had received AOKs and talking with people and getting to know people, and I get to know people, even those that I haven't spoken to directly, like Mike from Lunch Money Comics, as an example. I've gotten to know what people's personalities are like from the books they collect and the shows they do. I also have gotten to know some of the fans from the comments they leave, and both on my live streams and on the videos, and I really appreciate everything that's been said. And I know I've said this a few times, but not knowing when people have come along to become part of what I like to call my little club here at my channel. Not knowing when you joined, I want to make sure that everybody, if it's their first time, understands how much I appreciate them. So yes, I will continue to make comments as such as time goes on. Now for today's topic. I am going to do some work from an artist that I'm sure a lot of people out there are fans of. He has worked for just about every comic company out there at some point, doing some work. And that guy is named Alex Ross. Alex Ross was born in Portland, Oregon on 22 January 1970. He became first known in the comic industry for his work on Marvels in 1994, when he was only 24 years old. He has done several projects over the years, such as Kingdom Come, Astro City, as well as so much concept work for the 2002 and 2004 Spider-Man movies. He did what John McQuarrie did for Star Wars, he did for Spider-Man. His style has been called Norman Rockwell meets George Perez. I completely agree with that comparison, because he has aspects of both people in his art, as you'll soon see when I show it. He calls himself a combination of gouache and wash techniques when it comes to his painting. Starting with his work at Now Comics in 1990, he was only 20 years old. He has managed to work with every comic book company in the past 25 years out there. Unless the company has been formed in the last year or so, he has had at least one cover with just about every company you can think of. I could go on about Alex Ross. I mean, he has got hundreds and literally hundreds of covers done, and some interior work too, like Kingdom Come and Marvels. not only does he do covers, he takes commissions. And he will take commissions from everybody. But they start at $6,000 from what I was able to tell. So you need to have a little bit of cash in order to get a commission. But if you are out there and can afford such a thing, you can contact him at his website. I was taking a look, and some of his original paintings that became covers are going for $250,000. Which tells you the popularity and the talent that is behind them. In 2008, Alex made a conscious decision to work only on Golden Age characters for a little bit. And he did that for Marvel in the Avengers Invaders series. And he did that for Dynamite in a book called Project Superpowers. While doing these books, he was contracted by DC to do the first 26 covers for the Justice Society of America 2007 series during this period. And it was doing the first couple of covers for this series that made him decide to do just Golden Age characters for a while. He was enjoying this very much. A good chunk of the early books are just characters, but as it goes on, he does more and more group scenes and more scenic stuff. He also, for some of the issues of this Justice Society series, and that's what I'm going to show today is the first 26 issues of the Justice Society of America series. He was also a co-plotter and did some interior shots. Like he actually made some of the paintings on the walls at the brownstone look like Alex Ross paintings, for example. So, though not a plotter and co-writer for every issue, I will point out the ones that he did help out. So, let's get into the books. Justice Society of America 1. A great group shot. All the characters. You cannot beat Alex Ross. I'm sorry, I think he's the best cover artist of all time. Certainly the painting. Issue 2, a Starman, who was a Legion of Superheroes hero who came back in time. That's Tom Collower. Cyclone, issue 3. This is her first, although she appears in the group shot on number 1, this is her first appearance in comics. Her first cover appearance being number 1. And this character was in the Black Adam movie. Issue 4, Wildcat and his son Tom Cat. Issue 5, one of the best portraits of the Sandman I've ever seen. I changed the bags. I don't know why I'm still getting so much glare. Might be the black. This is Atom Smasher, number 6, who is the godson of the original Atom, if you're not familiar with the character. And this is issue 7 of Citizen Steel, who is the grandson. You may remember he's the same character that was in Justice League Detroit, but redone for the modern age. His name has been changed from Steel to Citizen Steel. The next two are two of my favorite covers. This is Liberty Bell, Jesse Quick. So this is the daughter of Liberty Bell and Johnny Quick. And number 9 needs no introduction for most of us, but I will tell it's Power Girl anyway. Probably one of my favorite of all time Power Girl covers. Issue 10 brings us a throwback to Kingdom Come. This is the Superman Golden Age Superman from that story. And he's in a, you can't see it as well, but other members of the Justice Society are around, like Stargirl and Green Lantern and the Flash. It's harder to see in the background. That is, for the most part, the end of. And by the way, Alex Ross did that style for a few Superman covers around the same time. I have one of the Parasite, and there's one of Superman. He did a few covers for Superman about then too. Here's Justice Society 11. So they're starting to get in the group shots again. One of his favorite characters he admitted that, to doing was this Superman with the black S, which was one of the reasons why during this time period Ross is actually part of the co-plotters, because he liked using this character. Society 12. Now this is a great homage cover to those great Justice League, Justice Society crossovers from the 1980s when they had do the floating heads on the side with Perez. And this is another reason why I can completely see why his style is influenced by Perez. Look at the way he draws the heads. And it's cool. Our Superman, the one that we are familiar with, is in this book as well. And this is one of the ones that Alex co-plotted. Issue 14. Another great group shot. Look at the characters right there. I don't know if you can see the laughing face in the background, but it's hilarious. Here's issue 15. And we're back to a Alex Ross is co-plotting again with this storyline. This is issue 16 with Gog on the cover. If there's one thing I will also note about the Alex Ross covers, here's 17, is that his favorite Superman from Kingdom Come is front and center in the whole series storylines, that especially when he's involved. Excuse me. Here is issue 18 with Magog on the cover. There's Gog and there's Magog, and if you know your Bible, if you've read the Old Testament, you know who the two characters are too. I haven't read them, I just know they're in the Old Testament. Before you ask the question, and the question's down there, no, I'm not familiar with Gog and Magog. I just know the names. Issue 19, one of the best covers, the group covers. Love the Hawkman. Like, that Hawkman is just awesome. Issue 20. I would like to point out, in the plot lines of the actual storybook, Gog and Magog have managed to split the Justice League in two, and that's why it says Justice Society of America versus Justice Society Infinity. They end up having, this is the basically the climax of the book and of the storyline, and that's where the fight comes from. Ross is still co-plotting at this point. Here's Justice Society of America 21. Here is 22. And this is the end of Superman. Superman Kingdom Come leaves the book at this point. We're back to the solo ones with issue 23 with Black Adam. Black Adam is also on issue 24. There, I think I finally got the glare off. Issue 25. Evil Mary Marvel. Who doesn't like Evil Mary Marvel? Who doesn't like ISIS? I love how DC brought, because their copyright on ISIS was about to expire, and so they brought her back as the wife slash girlfriend of, depending on the book, because some forget that they're married, of Black Adam, so that they could retain the character and retain the copyright. And Evil Mary Marvel is awesome. I've read this book probably 10 times because I've enjoyed it so much. And here is the last one of the Alex Ross covers, and he finishes with a fantastic group shot of the ones who continue. A lot of the more side characters move on by this point, and so you have a lot of the older characters sticking around and a few of the younger ones. Not everybody's in the picture, but Stargirl, you can tell that Alex Ross liked doing Stargirl because the fact that also Jeff Johns, who created her, is the main writer for this series, is Stargirl gets a starring role in a lot of these books. And she certainly gets a central spot in all of the group shots. Which isn't bad, because I like Stargirl too. That's it for the Justice Society Alex Ross collection. After issue 26, he leaves the series completely. He doesn't do the covers anymore. He doesn't. There might be the odd cover. I'd have to go through his list. But he's no longer plotting. He no longer does everything. He's moved on to bigger and brighter, so to speak. But Alex Ross has so much stuff out there. What I'd like to see, if you're a creator, I'd like to see you do your own Alex Ross video. It would be neat to see just how many people out there, what Alex Ross stuff you've got, and it's so cool. This guy is so big. I mean, I've done a Mike Grell video, I've done Keith Giffen, I've done George Perez, I've done Jim Aparo on a lot of the stuff. Neil Adams stuff. I've covered all that. Neil Adams is probably one of the best cover artists ever, period. But he doesn't paint, and he doesn't quite do it the same way Alex Ross does. Whether it's true or not, when you see an Alex Ross cover on a book, you think that, oh, this book's amazing. As I said, it's not always true, but you think that. Anyway, if you've liked what I've done, please like, comment, and subscribe down there. I want to know what you think of these covers, what you think of Alex Ross covers. If you have a favorite one or whatever, put it down in the comments. I really love to hear from you. Thank you very much for joining me today. My name's Matt, and I like comics, and I hope you do too. Thank you.